from what for me is always a beautiful day here in Douglasville, Georgia, with the Regina Sunshine Show, here every Monday from 12 noon to 1:15 p.m., bringing you my version of midday motivation, helping you get a Regina Sunshine state of mind. And I'm so excited about today's guest. I've got a couple new guests in studio that I've never met before until today, as well as someone that's like family to the Regina Sunshine Show live in studio. So it's going to be a great show. If you guys don't know, there's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes as well, but I do want to talk about those before I introduce you to my guest for today. So the first thing I do want to mention, y'all know it's Curvy and Confident Week. Y'all know it's Regina Sunshine Curvy and Confident Empowerment Week here in Georgia. And we will have the finale of the week this Saturday. The Curvy and Confident Awards will be here at Regina Sunshine Global Network. That's 4040 Chapel Hill Road, Suite T here in Douglasville, Georgia, from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we will be honoring 10 amazing women and 6 awesome girls here for our Curvy and Confident Awards. So if you didn't know, I'll call out the names again of our Curvy and Confident honorees. In the arts, we have Miss Journey Poetess. In business, we have C. Nicole Henderson. In fashion, we have Shaquana Chappelle. In government and politics, we have Representative Kimberly Alexander. In leadership, we have Brandy Hunt. In literature, we have Lisa Hollis. In media, we have Tinsley Bradford. Youth empowerment, we have Ivania Chrisman. And our Curvy and Confident Woman of the Year is Miss Wanda Hollis, who will be on the show today. And we have one special award that we do every year, and it's named in my grandmother's honor. It's the Elizabeth Allen Alford Overcomers Award. And our Overcomer of the Year is Miss Janmitra Waddell. And if you have been watching my show for a while, she was on my show probably about 2 months ago. She has a women's empowerment organization called Be Fearless, and she shared her story, which is one of those truth is stranger than fiction type situations. Everything she's overcome is mind-blowing, but I can't wait for you guys to meet her. All right? Now, our awesome girls. One of the favorite things that I do is honor our awesome girls. And every year we actually pick 6 to 7 girls that are excelling in whatever their area of gifting is. If that's entrepreneurship, if that's service, if it's arts, education, whatever it is, and we put them on our stage and we honor them, but we do some other special stuff too that I can't talk about. Let's just say my goal is to make the parents cry. When I look out in the audience, if the mamas and daddies are crying, I did a good job with the kids. But our 6 amazing, awesome girls this year are Tania Eubanks, Miss Kalia Johnson, Chef Lauren Strong, Janae Canoe, and Tanya Williams, and Miss Camille Brown. I can't wait for you guys to meet these girls. They'll be here with us Saturday. Again, you can still get tickets. Go to Eventbrite, look up Regina Sunshine Curvy and Confident Empowerment Week. Our host is Miss Jen Thomas. You guys just saw her coming off the road, opening for Cat Williams, comedian Jen Thomas. Some of my favorite independent artists, JJ Day will be in the building. Christina Ray, if you've never heard her, she's going to blow your mind. And Mr. Falsetto himself, that the women fall at their feet for here in Atlanta. Everybody in Atlanta knows that Desmond Champion will be on guitar and singing his heart out this Saturday. All right? So I think that's it for that. I do want to mention our lineup for Regina Sunshine Regina Sunshine Global Network today. And then we'll take a quick break and bring our first set of guests in. Of course, you know, I'm here today. Normally we would have had the Sunflowers in Motion live line dance show at 10 o'clock this morning, but Miss Barbara's going to be here next Monday, and you know it's our health awareness show, so we always highlight whatever health awareness topic it is for the month, and then we dance for 45 minutes, which is awesome. After my show today at 5 o'clock, we do have Focus Forward with Robin coming in from Greenville, South Carolina. Robin's show is all about getting you unstuck from whatever that place is in your life, whether it's divorce, maybe it's, loss of some sort, where you're stuck and you can't move forward. So she helps you focus forward so that you can be your best self. And then at 7, you know what time it is. 7 o'clock tonight is Teen Bride Tribe, and it's couples night. We got some married couples that are coming out, and they're competing to see who knows each other the best. It's going to be fun. As always, it's free food. Our food sponsor is Marco's. Shout out to Marco's Pizza for feeding us real good every Monday night. Come on out, have fun from 7 to 8 o'clock tonight. Again, at Regina Sunshine Global Network. Free food, lots of fun, great fellowship. We have vendors. This space is full of amazing people here. Not just 7 to 8 all the time, but specifically for this show from 7 to 8. I think that's it. All right. Well, I'm going to take a quick break. And when I come back, I have my first set of amazing guests to introduce you to. But before I do that, if you watch my show, you know I go to my first break talking about what I'm thankful for. Today, I'm thankful for vision carriers. And those are people who catch your vision, and because they catch the vision, they run ahead of you with it. There are people in my life right now that have caught the vision for Regina Sunshine Global Network. We had every Wednesday we have post-production meeting here in studio, and we all sit around and we're very candid about what went right and what went wrong on everyone's shows. We love each other enough to tell the truth, but we do it in love because we want everyone to be excellent. And I was sitting at the table looking around, and I was just so blessed by the love, you know, people giving each other ideas for their show and, you know, offering suggestions and tips and things that we can all do, not only for just my show, and I'm saying my, like that individual person show, but for your sister or brother that was sitting to your left or your right. And I saw the family that we've created at Regina Sunshine Global. And I'm thankful for that family, for those vision carriers who understand that this is going to be a space, not just for us to do media, but for us to bring the community in. And we have back to school drives here, and we have clothing and toy drives here, and we have town hall meetings here. We create this space where media gets everyone's attention, but because it gets their attention, we get to bring them here and share a positive message and be about a mission of changing people's lives. So thank you to my vision carriers. You know who you are. I love all of you, and I look forward to the great things we're going to do to change this world together. All right? We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Coco and Lala here on the Regina Sunshine Show, where at Regina Sunshine Global Network. You guys, you're back live on the air with your girl Regina Sunshine here on the Regina Sunshine Show, where Regina Sunshine Global Network. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to our production team leader, 19-year-old Justin McNeil in the building. We love you, Justin. And if you get the chance to come out to Regina Sunshine Global Network, for any of our shows, you'll get to meet Justin, amazing 19-year-old, doing some great things, and we love him for all the work he's putting on here, Regina Sunshine Global. All right. Well, it's always a blessing to have people here. Number one, that I've never met, because I'm always looking for great connections. But number two, that are out here doing the thing, living on purpose, and changing people's lives. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Y'all look so amazing. Are y'all sisters?
No.
Do y'all get asked that? Do y'all get asked that? Okay.
All the time.
All the time? Well, beautiful. Well, do this for us. Tell our audience a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Coco. And I'm Lala. You see how we have that in sync?
I know. I love that.
So we have a Facebook show where we teach people how to cook vegan and vegetarian food. And it's not so much that we want people to have to take on this label. It's just that with the American Standard Diet, we need more vegetables in our diet. In the black community, there's heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes. It's taking us out.
Absolutely.
We have to eat more vegetables, so we want everybody to live a longer, healthier life. And because our Facebook show was doing so well, the radio station gave us our own talk radio show. So we have the only vegan and vegetarian talk radio show in the country, y'all.
That's what's up.
And so we are visiting Atlanta. We're on our first of many vegan food tour stops. We have been so spoiled here. I don't know what I'm going to do when I go back home.
Yeah. So where's home?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
So this weather, is this like...
I think we brought it with us.
Okay,
No, I did
that's
not.
what happened. That's Wanda asked that question when she walked in the door. She said, "Who brought this weather here?"
Well, see, in Minneapolis right now it's snowing, so I don't know if we can take credit for this rain. But the cooler temperatures, it might have been us.
Yeah.
Might have been you guys.
Yes.
All right, so let's do a little background. So individually, what were the two of you, I guess, doing prior to this whole movement together?
So I'm a gospel singer.
You gonna break? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I left you a special present, so you can take a listen.
Okay.
And so we came together because we were doing some promotion of my CD, and you have to do the social media thing. And I was really shy on the camera now, but when I'm with her, I'm not. And so we were talking, and we were talking about getting healthy, and we started talking about tart cherries. And I had brought a whole bunch of cherries over to her house, and we were talking about the benefits of cherries, and the benefits were something that can help women with their cycle and things like that. And so it just started from there.
That video got over 900 views in about a day and a half. So we were like, okay, either people really like cherries or we're funny. You know, because everybody always thinks that they're funny.
Yeah.
Well, you're not always funny, so we weren't sure what it was. So we
Right.
decided to continue to do live videos, and then all of a sudden it just made more sense to get our own page, keeping up with Coco and Lala on Facebook, and then get things more in line, so get things more consistent, pick a day, go live. And so I was actually doing YouTube. So I had a family YouTube channel before we started this, and our videos were doing pretty well. YouTube is pretty saturated, and so I think it's kind of hard to get views now. And so I mean, our page was doing pretty good in the short span that we had it. But yeah, we got together, and things been moving, and we've been blessed, and so we're happy to be right here in this spot.
So since you guys don't individually necessarily have background in this arena, do you do a lot of research, or is it your personal journeys have educated you in this arena?
Well, I have a little bit of background in this. So I was in nursing school for 3.5 years.
Okay.
And then I used to work at this health club called Valley Total Fitness, and that's where I learned about the nutritional supplements and proteins and all these vitamins. And then I went ahead and got my degree in healthcare management. So I know a little bit about this field, but what happened was we actually watched a documentary called What the Health.
Yes.
And we were like, we're going vegan. Like, we can't eat that no more. And what happened was we got together to meet up, and she was like, well, what are you bringing? I'm like, what are you bringing? And we realized that there was nothing in our cabinets that we could bring that was vegan. And so we kind of really had to take a step back. So what you see on our show is that's us, real life, trying to figure out what in the world can we eat. Now, throughout that journey, I realized it's probably better for me to go from eating meat to going vegetarian and working my way towards, being a vegan. And Lala will tell you that she was off and on vegetarian anyway, so she has a lot more background than I do, and so it was a lot easier for her to transition into being vegan.
And so I grew up off and on vegetarian because I'm Seventh-day Adventist, and so that's the health message. So that I was very familiar with it. The beauty of our show is we're not expecting everyone to become vegan or vegetarian. It's just maybe do a meatless Monday. Try my favorite, Tofu Tuesday.
Oh, that Tofu Tuesday.
And so our whole thing is we're trying to make veganism and vegetarianism fun, because a lot of times people are like, oh my goodness, we don't look the part, because number one, we don't look like we're 100 pounds and we're skinny, and you know what I'm saying? We don't look the part, and a lot of times people are like, sometimes people look a little bit
Yeah,
How would you say?
I think that one of the things we want to make vegan and vegetarian, like we don't want them to put on too much pressure with that label.
Yeah.
And so we say, what do we say? We're making it fun again.
We're making it fun again.
Making healthy fun again.
And yeah, we're making it fun, and then also because we're Black women, that's not normal.
Yeah, that's not the narrative.
That's not the narrative, and we're shapely. We're not, just like we don't look like we're sickly or anything,
Right, and
go
you know
ahead.
what? It's not. We want people to know that it's not just, and you guys know this, seem like more than other places because you guys have some amazing.
I was going to say, I know quite a few vegans here in Atlanta.
Let me
Yes.
tell you, like I said, I'm literally going to be spoiled. I'm going to be mad when I go back home.
Yeah.
But where we come from in Minneapolis, it's almost like people assume that the narrative is, oh, you only eat grass or carrot sticks or celery or something.
Right.
We're like, nah, you can still eat macaroni
Right.
and cheese. You can still have chicken. You can still have ribs. I mean, look, for real.
Yes. Well, I was going to tap into that, the whole image of what most people have in terms of what a vegan looks like, especially, when you guys show up on the scene and you're beautiful, curvy Black women. How are you received in this arena?
We hope down here we're received great.
Oh, yeah, because this is Atlanta, right?
But I think that's the thing. We're at home, of course. We're received well, but we do stand out, and that's the thing. We're like, but we're okay with that because our family members are dying, and I had a family member that died, and he was 42 years old, and he should still be here. And so our whole thing is also we started this health thing, but we're trying to save our family members.
Okay.
And we're trying to save because we all need to just live longer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And our thing is my dad and my stepmom and everyone, they're meat eaters, and that's fine.
Yep.
They'll probably never become vegan, they'll never become vegetarian. But they're showing because they like our show, they think we're funny. They're like, hey, have y'all tried this? We're like, no, but we'll try it. Okay. And also we're trying, I think a lot of people in our community think that you have to shop at a really expensive grocery store, and that's the only way. It's too expensive to become vegan. And we're like, no, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can go to Aldi's, which is one of our favorite. You can go anywhere, these markets out here, and it can cost you $10. We have a recipe where we do cauliflower spaghetti for $10. And it looks like regular spaghetti.
It tastes like regular spaghetti.
And we're all, our community is like, we're not going to spend $100 for some vegetables for 3 meals. We need to be able to expand when you have, because Coco has 5 kids. We need to be able to do stuff where it's cost effective.
Right.
Yeah, and that is something that you do here. My sister Erlisha is a chef, and one of her biggest things is every Thanksgiving, at least taking a couple dishes and converting them over from the way they were cooked to something that's healthier.
Yes.
And she figures if she does it 1 or 2 dishes at the time, then she doesn't get thrown out of the kitchen for Thanksgiving, right? And so that's my question. When you are talking to family members, you're encouraging people in your audience. Is it easier to encourage that 1 or 2 dishes or 1 or 2 movements at the time?
I think that's why we kind of say, we'll tell people on our show, we're like, look, if you want to eat meat 6 days a week, do that. Like, do you. But at least take one of those days, eat some vegetables, eat vegan or vegetarian, and see if your skin clears up. See if your nails start growing. See if you start getting energy, clarity, or focus. And if so, at least keep that 1 day a week up. But how many more benefits are you going to see if you go maybe 2 times a week? But like I said, for us, it's not about trying to take on this label. It's literally about getting healthy and eating more vegetables.
And now what we're finding, especially down here, we're finding that the vegan food is almost tasting better than the real food. And I mean, we really, like yesterday, I haven't had shrimp since I was, 12 years old. She's never had it. So we went to Viva La Vegan, and this shrimp po' boy tasted like a shrimp, and I was like, this is crazy. This is insane. I can't believe it has the pop. I haven't had it, but I remember how it was. And we had burgers this week. The stuff tastes the same, and so there's even a whipped cream that tastes better than whipped cream, and butters that taste better than butter. So now it's to the point where there's no excuse, and people won't even be able to know. We had peach cobbler. That
Oh, I believe it.
Like peach, I mean,
with ice cream on top, ice cream.
Yeah.
It wasn't real.
and
It
cinnamon
was
rolls.
dairy-free.
I mean, so
Oh.
really, honestly, right now, there's people can transition, and there's no excuse because it's like you can just do one thing and be like, that was vegan. All right.
You're like, what?
Yes.
That was vegan.
And you're right, and I think it's mindset. So many people have already decided in their minds that it's not going to be good, and I can't do it, so they won't try it. Because when, I was just thinking, if you were speaking, a friend of mine, Regina Breed. Hi, Regina Breed. We tried Tassili's. It was a kale wrap from Tassili's together. I will never forget it because she was like, "I'm not eating that. There's no meat in it." I was like, "Come on, try it." And we were literally, it was so good. I will never forget it. It was so good.
Tassili's is like a taste explosion in your mouth, and you're like, how is this possible that I have so many flavors and it's just nothing but raw food?
Right.
Yes.
That's the
That's
thing. It's
insane.
raw. Not only is it vegan, but it's raw.
It's raw. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can eat that every day, and then at 60, you're going to look like you 20.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because this friend of mine who was so against it had the plastic wrapper, and she was licking it. I'm telling on you, she was licking it. I was like, look at you. She said, girl, this is so good.
I'm just trying to tell you, we're just trying to bring some normalcy to the words vegan and vegetarian, and it can be fun. Now, on our show, we probably tested and tried over 250 products and recipes. So we could definitely recommend, your sour creams, your butters, your milks, your ice creams,
Yeah.
And so our show is just about bringing this information to the people.
Well, I know when we spoke on the phone, you talked about you're really taking your message, your mission, your show mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
What is the long-term vision for your show?
Oh, we get to put it out there?
Yes.
We get to speak it out there?
Yes, speak it.
We want Food Network, baby. We want Food Network. There's nobody else on Food Network that's doing what we're doing. I don't think there's anybody on Food Network who can bring it the way that we bring it. Not saying they're not, but we have our own style of things, and and we're just fun. So we would really like to get the Food Network. We want to write a cookbook just because we've tried so many products and recipes, and our show is live. So if something doesn't taste right,
We'll tell
well, then we're gonna be like, y'all, I'm sorry. I know it looked good, but it didn't taste good.
Yeah.
This one over here in Lala, she likes Lawry's. So every time we have to try to doctor something up, she goes for the Lawry's first. I be trying to be like, no, Lawry's don't go on ice cream. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I said on everything.
I know,
we just like to have fun. We like to have a good time. We just want to bring this energy to everybody because it's about the message. It's about getting our people back healthy. We're trying to get rid of the narrative. We don't all eat everything from the rooter to the tutor.
Oh, God, no.
Back in the day, that might have worked. But it doesn't work now. They're just doing too much to our food.
Yeah, I remember my husband John saying we were at a family member's house. I can't remember what they were trying to feed us, and he was like, "We don't have to keep eating like this, y'all.
Right.
We can buy what we want to buy now."
We can have that.
Right. But it's the thing is, it's like, well, if we try that, it's not going to taste good. But reality is now it can, and it's just changing it. Just one meal. Maybe one day at a time.
Start with me was Monday.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, you guys, I'm sure you've seen the vegan Thanksgiving video with the vegan rapper.
Oh, yes.
Have you guys had the chance to meet him?
Plant-based dripping.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We need to make that connection. 'Cause
We
we
need to
got
make that
we got
connection.
some people in our circle that know him personally, and I was also thinking, I actually got a Food Network connection. When Oprah was doing her auditions here, when she was looking for a talk show host, the girl that stood in line beside me was a reporter for the Food Network.
Oh, wow.
And she lived. So I had to figure out. I had to go back through my net. You always meet people for a reason. This could have been the reason that I met her. So we'll work on that also.
Amazing.
So
what happens when you say things and put it out in the atmosphere?
you have to put it out there, just like we spoke Justin into our lives.
See that?
I tell people right now, and I'll say this on camera. I've said this multiple times in the past 6 months. Time is speeding up. There was a time when you had to say something, wait for it, to show up. But things are happening as quickly as the speed of not just word, but thought. I have thought things that have manifested before I could say them. That's happening right now. So you guys are operating in that space. So let's talk about the kids.
Okay.
All right. So what are some of your children's favorite vegan and vegetarian meals that you fix for them?
I'm going to go first because I thought her reaction was the cutest thing I've ever seen. So Lala had touched on the cauliflower spaghetti that we do, and I'm going to tell you really quickly, this is our own recipe. It's going to be in our cookbook, but it's so easy, and it's under $10 to make this meal. So you take a head of cauliflower, and you put in your food processor, and you rice it, or you could buy it rice. And then you get a little bit of olive oil. You saute it in a skillet for about 10 minutes max. And then you add in your favorite taco seasoning. Now, we had a show about this because my favorite taco seasoning, Taco Bell, hers is
Chi-Chi's.
But I think mine won. I don't know. Oh, man. But, and then you add in your favorite pasta sauce or spaghetti sauce, and then you put it over better noodles. It's vegan because most noodles are already vegan. But, I mean, it was so quick. Now, like we were talking about, I have 5 kids, you know, my husband, so there's 7 of us in the household. That meal takes under 20 minutes to make, and it's fresh, and it tastes amazing. We did it at a cooking demo. People loved it. But, so that was the thing that my 6-year-old was like, this is so yummy. This is the best meal ever. And you know, 6-year-olds, they're going to tell you if they don't like it.
Yes.
She was eating a sandwich from this one place. I'm not going to name it. She was like, who made this? And I was so glad it wasn't me. Because that would have hurt my feelings. But she loves that cauliflower spaghetti. And she was like, can we have this every night? So that for my kids, I mean, they love it. Some of the things I sneak it in and they don't ever know the difference. So
I think y'all should do a kid-specific cookbook for parents.
Oh, that would be awesome.
One
That's
just,
a
you know,
great
kids'
idea.
favorites. Maybe
Yeah,
get your
idea.
kids and have them pick their favorites.
Aw,
And so it's a
that's a great
family
idea.
collaboration book. I'm just throwing that out there.
absolutely.
Just
I
throwing
love
that out
we're
there.
going to accept that. We claim
Yes.
it.
I love that idea. So my kids are a little bit. I have a son. They're older. My son just graduated from college, and so he lives in Chicago. So he hasn't really. He won't try the vegan stuff because he's like, "Oh, mom, I'm not trying it." Whatever.
His mom says
Because
no.
you know, he'll come. He'll come around. He'll
Yes.
come
Around.
But my daughter loves our vegan crab cakes,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just like, "Oh my goodness, this is so good! Oh, I want some more! I want some more!" You know, so that's pretty simple. Well, I can't go. It's not as simple as that.
No, it ain't
But
simple.
she loves the vegan crab cakes.
Michelle, we gotta try some of this.
Let me tell you about them
We
crab
love it.
cakes. We actually went to our Veg Fest up in Minneapolis, and they had us come in and do a cooking demo. There was over 9,000 people there, over 100 plus vendors. Most of them were food trucks and restaurants, right? So we did not know that somebody from the newspaper was sitting in our audience. She didn't tell us. She didn't introduce herself. Well, 2 days later, she wrote a list of her top 9 favorite things at Veg Fest. Now, I thought it'd be dope just to make the list because she only had 9.
Yes.
She had so many different things to choose from. Now, not only did we make the list, but we made the #1 spot of the
That's
best thing
what's
tasted
up.
all day,
Yeah.
hands down.
That's
We're
what's
like,
up.
I was
You
like,
know.
what?
Yeah.
It was awesome. And so it was the vegan crab cakes with the fresh garlic and dill aioli sauce, and then fresh vegan corn chowder.
Are we getting hungry? I see you, Wanda. Wanda's like, I think I'm getting hungry just sitting here. So the next time y'all come through here, and I know you're on a tour, but we would like samples, right?
Right.
Anybody else want? Okay, that's what. So next time we're gonna need
We
samples
got you. We
or
gotta put it out there. Speak
yes,
it. Yep,
samples,
next time.
a live cooking demonstration.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Y'all want to? All right, so that we're requesting the next time you're in
You're
the
putting it
area,
out
come
there,
back
and we're
here.
gonna do it.
And we
Let's
will
do
be
a
back.
live on
We
air
love
cooking
Atlanta.
them.
We're coming back for part 2.
We had to do a part 2. There's so
Yeah.
many places
So we're
we didn't
coming
get
back.
to visit.
Absolutely. We love
So
it.
tell our audience how they can support your efforts, where they can watch your show.
Well, you guys can watch us on Facebook. We're live every Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 2:30 Atlanta time if you want to watch it live. Because if you guys comment and ask questions, like we will answer them live on the spot. But afterwards, anytime after that, you can go back and watch any video that we've ever posted and went live on, going back until a year and a half ago.
Yep.
You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Real Coco and Lala.
And you can check out my music at thysongbird.com. It's Yolanda, Yalonda, Lawler, Lollar-Johnson. Instagram at thysongbird. Thank you guys so much. We look forward to hanging out with you all.
Well, you know, I just almost can't leave her here, you know, without singing. Is that what you're thinking, Wanda? I'm just thinking, how you say songbird and we don't hear no singing. Me and Wanda, we vote. Justin, okay, Justin got 2 hands.
He said, okay.
All right, so go ahead.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
There's nothing else to say. Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to your round 2 at Regina Sunshine Global Network with some crab cakes in hand, all right? We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll be live in studio with Miss Wanda Hollis, our curvy and confident woman of the year. You're live with Regina Sunshine here at Regina Sunshine Global Network. All right, you guys, you're back live on the air with your girl Sunshine here at the Regina Sunshine Show. Where at Regina Sunshine Global Network, and we have our second, I guess second guest, second no, you got third guest, but yeah, second interview of the day. Welcome to the show. Y'all know her. This is Wanda Hollis. How are you doing, Wanda?
I'm fabulous.
I know you are, because you wake up winning. And what your shirt say? You wake up winning? Wake up winning.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So tell our audience, well, let's back up how we met. We used to both be at the same radio station, Instinct Radio. So we're Instinct Radio and Forever Family is what we are. So that's why we met, because we were broadcasting on the same network.
Right.
And you're still broadcasting, still publishing. Let me just stop. Tell them who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, yes, I am Wanda D. Hollis, the motivational queen.
That's right.
And I am an empowerment motivational coach speaker. I'm also a book writer, like you said. We did come through Instinct Radio. I miss you so much.
Oh,
Instinct, now Status.
It's Status Network.
So, but I'm so proud.
You got to hold the anchor down over there.
I'm so proud of you. Yeah. So what I do is basically, through the talk show, I help businesses promote. You know, our motto is, it's the I Am Enough talk show. Our motto is, your dreams matter. Mm-hmm. And I've always been the person that wants to help everybody expand. Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm always just trying to be that positive person to help push you, you know, guide you to your next level, whatever that looks like for you. I believe that if we live out of our passion, then there's no ceiling to that. You know, so that's what I do. And the biggest part of who I am is just me being a giver. You know, just staying connected. You said something that had my mouth drop open. Talk about time and speaking things and manifestation. This is such a crucial, scary time, because I hold back the things that I say because I know that they'll manifest quickly and they'll put me into action. So I'm like, oh no, don't work on that right now.
See, that's the thing. Now, I said it for those people who are speaking negatively, not for those that need to speak that purpose so you can get it moving.
No, but sometimes, you know, like Regina, sometimes you can put too much stuff on the table.
Oh, I know.
And then you have to like say, oh no, let me not say that right now, because I know I'll be forced to work on it.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to do that. But you know, I grew up in Detroit, and I say part of the way I am is because of my grandparents, you know, raising me, and they were business owners, and so I've always had that thirst to help people and then build up structures that can help other people.
Yes.
So that's basically.
Well, I mentioned it before, you know, for those who maybe are just tuning in, you know, this Saturday is our 2018 Curvy and Confident Awards, and we're honoring 10 amazing women, and this woman is our Woman of the Year. And it was interesting, as Lanita, I was talking to my business coach, Lanita, and we were laying out, I was telling her, you know, who I had chosen from the nominees to be, you know, each of the categories. And with each category, she would say, okay, well, what was it about this person? What was it about this person? And when we got to your name, I said, the same thing I said earlier. I said, I've seen Wanda build people. And that's what's special, when someone is in a position where they're being elevated, but they are bringing other people with them, and they're building other people, and they're helping other people fulfill their dreams. That's what it's supposed to be about. A lot of people miss that, but
right.
If it's just you by yourself, that means nothing. But if you are rising and you have this team, this family that's rising with you, that's special. And that's what I admire about you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Same way. I mean, I'm like, what? I was so happy, excited. Like, wow. Like, you know, one of those things that you don't see coming. And somebody said to me, well, it's because you're so on point to what you do. You're not really looking for.
You're not.
You know,
you're just
not
doing it.
For the accolades.
You're just
doing it. And you know, so I've gotten quite a few shockers this year. You know, with different people saying, "Wow, you got this and you got that." So I'm like, okay.
Well, you've had an amazing year.
Be a good story.
It's been quite a year, hadn't it?
Yeah.
So several amazing projects, and I know you got some things written down that you want to cover.
Well, no. Just things I don't want to forget about.
Okay.
Like
I said, want to come here with hard notes. But I do want to talk about the book. The latest book that is just another example of you pulling people out of their comfort zones, helping them to live on purpose, helping them to shine in areas that maybe they thought they never could.
Right.
Your book, what was the name of the last book?
The book is Wake Up Winning, no matter what. You know, I'm the branding.
I know
queen,
you are.
So everything I do is very deliberate and intentional. So Wake Up Winning, no matter what. You know, it was birthed out of the things that I went through in 2017. I lost my mom, my grandmother, and my grandfather all within 5 months from one another. So it was one of those things, Regina, for me, I had to do something or I would be on the couch, you know, like curled up, you know, literally like in a knot. So so it was presented to me, the project, and I said, wow, I would like to do a collaboration of other people that are pushing, you know, still pushing their dreams out, working passionately, and let's show how no matter what you've been through, you still can go after your dreams.
Yes.
So, you know, it's just all then ties up with my message of, you know, go for it, I am enough no matter, you know, and wake up winning. And so I gathered them together and we wrote, everybody contributed a chapter, beautiful questions, and then everybody leaves tips of how they get up, how they're winning, you know, because that's what it's all about. Once we all know we got to go through stuff. You know, everybody goes through stuff for whatever it is, but this was a way for everybody to really show what they went through and the mindset of keep winning.
Yes.
You know, because like you said earlier, it's all about the mindset. Everything is mental.
Yes.
If we can get out of our head with a lot of things, we can go forward. You know,
Absolutely.
So yeah, that was that project.
And I know a couple of the authors. I know Candy Martin, and I know, oh my goodness.
Who, Christy Cook?
Oh, Christy. I was thinking about the mom and the son.
Oh, yeah. Amber.
Yes, Amber.
Amber and Emmanuel.
Yes, he was actually one of our very first Young Boss honorees when we did the Young Boss Awards as well.
Yes.
How special was it for you to bring together this team? Because it really is a team of people to share their stories.
It was so special. And certain people, you know, I really had my eye on. Like, it's like I need their story because I know their story. And like for instance, Amber and Emmanuel, you know, being that mother son dynamics in business and also in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
So I wanted the book to be not just a book of us pouring our hearts out, but also a book of connections. So if there's anyone out there that wants to get into the entertainment field with their, you know, child or whatever, then this is a good person to look at and talk to and get to know, you know, and for some of the other people, like just the stories that they've been through, I knew that, wow, that's really helpful. I just really like to dive in to let people know that whatever you've been through, your test is your testimony, and it's for somebody else. You know, our pain is for somebody else.
I love amazing overcoming stories. And you know, since you mentioned Christy Cook, I met Christy because she, a friend of hers was on my show. And she came to support her. She was just coming to sit on the couch or whatever. And her friend was like, this chick has got a story. I was like, really? And then she started telling her story. You looking at her like, what?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, girl, come on back here and tell the whole story. So stories like Christy's that I know specifically that, you know, when people hear it, especially if it's a woman who has been where Christy was and she's wondering, can I win? Can I overcome? Can I get up out this place that I'm in and do something with my life? Those types of stories really affect people.
They do. They do. In an amazing way. Because once you see that, you know, like, wow, she did that. Do you know why? This is why. Because you look at a person and you don't, pain doesn't have a look to it, you know. Mental disease doesn't have a look to it. I mean, this is mental disease. This is anxiety. You know, this right here is the look of anxiety. And when we get the fact that there's not going to be a label over our head to show what we went through, then you really need to get to know people. And that's why I'm so, you know, social media has us so blocked on getting to know people because we're feeding into that culture. But the truth
comes to when you come to like your show and there's people here that you can get to know and meet, and then take that little time to ask enough questions and say, wow, like that's amazing. Your story can help somebody else, get out of a situation.
Absolutely, and I love that because I always say transparency. When people are willing to, okay, I'm gonna take all this off and let you see what I've really been through.
Right.
That helps people because again, people see the face or the representative that people send out on a daily basis. They don't hardly ever get to see who's really underneath, and it's that person underneath that can empower and affect the person who's sitting at home thinking, like you said, like, I can't get out this bed today because this, and this has happened to me. Surely no one else has been where I am. Then you find out, oh, Wanda, who looks as amazing as she looks, has been where I am, and she got up. That's a blessing because my thought is always this: if God will do it for one, He'll do it for another. And so I'm like, so if He did it for you, He'll do it for me. I can get up from this place and move.
That's right.
So the book, what's some of the, I guess, feedback you've gotten from the book?
Wow. I had one person call me that had read, some of the stories, and they were just overwhelmed because they were going through some. Which one really touched them was the health story. Angela, she has lupus, and she's amazing. I mean, when I tell you amazing, you bring anything to Angela, she'll figure it out. She'll work it out. She'll like start a business. She has like 5 different businesses going, and so they were just like, not only did her story move them in a mighty way, but it also provoked them to reach out to her to like get her to help them because of just some of the health challenges that we're going through. The young ladies that were up here earlier were talking about health issues and stuff. And for the most part, if we take control of our eating, our diet, and all this kind of stuff, we can reverse a lot of things. And that's her message of you need to research vitamins, pills, anything before you take it, and know. And so she teaches a lot of stuff. So inside of the book, you'll see where there's a lot of people that's teaching a lot of information. And what's real special is that their contact information is there.
That's what's up.
So you can connect with them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the places that they are, their websites, everything is right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you considering a volume 2? You know me. If you know anything about me, I'm always pushing forward.
Yeah. Well, I actually had like 3 people come up to me before it was even completed. Like, can I be in the next one? Can I be in the next one? So I think the answer is yes, but I gotta really just, stay operating out of this one first. but I think so. I really think so because a lot of people that's connected to the project, they have brought me other people that said, like, my friend wants to be in the next one. I'm like, what next one? I never said anything about the next one. But it's such a universal message, and I think, and my whole vision behind it was that if we all are in different parts of the country or the world, that if we spread the message of waking up winning, then we all can help other people around us. It's easy to build a village up if everybody is in there doing what they want, doing what they're supposed to do. So yeah.
I love it. As you were speaking, I was thinking about my last compilation book, which I'm planning on doing a volume 2. I think you need to be a part of the grandmother book. I think you need to write about your grandmother.
Yeah, they're so special. It's like the whole thing behind it. And right before those transitioning started happening, there was a shift in my life that was kind of like letting me know that something was coming. So, if we pay attention to things as in our dreams,
I'm getting absolutely.
And everything, it's like you will see things that's about to start happening. And I started talking a lot about the connection to the ancestors and all this other kind of stuff. So yeah.
My grandmother's book came from my relationship with my grandmother. My grandmother passed August the 14th of 2016. I always knew how to write about her. She's, still one of the most profound people in my life. But yes, I began having dreams. I knew, a year out, God began to prepare me because He knew that in order for us to be able to mentally sustain it, he had to prepare us. And it was interesting. My aunt, my mother's oldest sister, told me about 2 years before that she had already started having dreams. She said, God has already begun to prepare me for mother passed. And I looked at her like, girl, bye. You know, I was like, I didn't want to hear that right now. And so then whenever, like a year or so after I began, I know, because I have prophetic dreams anyway. And so I knew, I said, okay. And it's been this book, being able to write about her and share the things she poured into me is given more life. I don't know if that makes sense. To her and the things she poured into me. And I find myself I've always found myself hearing her words come out of my mouth, but even more now, because it's like I want to make sure that we don't lose that those memories, those stories, that wisdom, that love, that life, you know, continues on. So you got to write about her. I was thinking as you were talking before you got to both your grandparents. Okay. Yeah. All right. You know how I do. I got to put that out there. So where can our audience get the book?
You can get it on my website. That's IamEnough365.com. You can also get it. Well, that's the easiest place. Let me just not send you no place else. And that's IamEnough365.com. So you can get it there. And what else?
I would say, what other projects do you have right now? What else are you working on?
Oh, well, let's see. What's coming up in December the 2nd inside of the I Am Enough talk show, we're doing a Get on the Mic mixer, holiday mixer. Okay. So I'm putting this out here. So if anybody that wants to come on the show, here's your opportunity to shine, 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 shine bright. We're also going to have entertainment, and it's absolutely it's a charity thing attached to it. So I'm asking people that get on the guest list to bring a book for a child up to say 17, 18 years old, and a pair of socks. And those things will be donated to a local daycare center.
So get on the mic. So what type of acts are you looking for?
Well, we have a person that's going to be playing the saxophone. We have a singer so far. So I want a poet, somebody that do
Michelle, you got something you want to do? I'm sorry, I just had to do that.
She does.
I don't know. I was just we're gonna push her out of the box somewhere.
And what else? Just whatever. And what I wanted to showcase is how when you come to network, talk about what you do, but also listen to what other people do. Yes. And make the connection. A lot of times we're doing too much of this and not enough listening, and so you miss things, so that's the whole purpose behind the show.
I remember I went to a networking event in Greenville, South Carolina. Shout out to Tracy Fant there. She had a networking event to teach business owners how to network. That was the whole purpose. And one of the things I learned there is not about how many cards can you get in the room. It's about making a couple of key connections. So you're listening for the people, so you hear, that's the connection. Instead of trying to talk to 20 people, 3 or 4 really great conversations makes the networking event. Yes, it does. And so it's really important that we understand what the purpose is when you go to an event like that. It's not just, but for some people it is just about how many cards can I get.
And it's like you said something earlier about just how when we come together, there's always a reason. So sometimes it's not to meet everybody in the room, but if you have the opportunity to, like the young lady said, well, she wants to be on the Food Network, and you said, I have a contact for you. It's things like that. So when you get on the mic, you mention what your needs are, and somebody can hear what you say your needs are in your business, then they'll come to you and say, hey, I have a connection for you.
I have always this is the other 20,000 projects I know, Michelle, that I've got in my head I want to do an event just like that for nonprofits. And so you come in the room and each nonprofit hits the stage, and and so the people in the audience are waiting, what do you need? And you tell them what you need, and so different people are, okay, I got you, next nonprofit, I got you. And that way, they're communicating to a group of people who are come with interest, We come here because we want to assist and want to help. And I think that would be great, you know, to do something like that. I could put that on my list, Michelle, right? Of the 10,000 things we're going to do in this building. Well, that's one of the reasons that I moved into this space, because I wanted a space that we could do community events and that we could do all types of things that we can't necessarily do in a regular studio. And I wanted to have that opportunity, like I said before, because we were planning on having, it didn't work out, Governor Abrams, an all-women's town hall out here. And, you know, me and her staffer, we didn't agree on some things, but anyway, this is Regina Sunshine Global Network, and no one is going to dictate the narrative of what is said in this room. Let's just say that. If you come here, we're going to have honest conversations with the people, which is what I wanted. I wanted the women of Georgia to be able to come in this room and say, this is what we are concerned about. We want you to hear us, and not have a politician dictate to us what the conversation. Does that make sense? But I wanted to create that space where we can do positive things. Like that. So if you're looking to do some things, we got some space out here. Yeah. Wanda, you come on out here and let's do some stuff.
Like about 20 different.
You are. I noticed the guy last week. He was like, "Okay, I want to do a grown and sexy jazz night." You know, we got a couple of different things that we're gonna do now. But I thank you so much for coming. I'm so looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. Yes. I know if y'all just go to her Facebook page. This woman here, when she show up, she show out.
And don't forget to check out Wake Up Winning in the morning.
Yes.
Is that early for you?
Is it early for me?
6 o'clock.
Sometimes, because I'm normally up till about 2 or 3.
Most people was like, "Oh my God, you do it so early." You know, I started doing that just for accountability.
Well, sometimes I catch like the tail end because Jason's show pops up right around that time too. One of the guys on the team. But yes, so yeah, I'm normally. Because I've been up to 3 or 4 working, you know how we do.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, yeah, so mention that show to him as well as, well, you know, I always notice every day your post on Facebook. I look for it. Thank God for my wake-up call. Yeah. Every day she makes that post, and I'm like, yes, thank God for our wake-up call.
Post because for one thing, you know, everything is intentional. So in the morning, if you don't give, you know, thanks and gratitude for the eyes being able to pop open and just the mind being able to be awake, it's not going to happen. Yes. The rest of the day it's not going to be good.
So tell them what time they can catch you in the morning.
So at 6:11, it's on the official Wanda D. Hollis page, and I broadcast from Facebook Live at about 6:11, around that time.
Yeah. Monday
through Friday.
Well, I'm asleep only because my grandson lets me still be asleep.
That's
but,
okay.
You know, once he's up and he's banging on my door, Ma! I'm sorry, just like that.
That's okay.
Every morning. Well, we thank you so much.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you Saturday. Again, this is our Curvy and Confident Woman of the Year. Yay. Come out this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. for the Curvy and Confident Awards. And remind them how they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Facebook, of course, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of that. Same name, doesn't change, Wanda D. Hollis.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have our final guest of the day. You're live with Regina Sunshine on the Regina Sunshine Show. Where? At Regina Sunshine Global Network. All right, you guys, you're back live on the air at Regina Sunshine here, Regina Sunshine Global Network. And I just have to smile because our behind the scenes team production leader, Justin, is really growing in his role as producer, and I'm so excited about it. But I'm so excited as well to introduce you to our final guest of the day. Welcome to the show, Chase Marquise. Say it right?
Yes, you did.
I did say it
Yes,
right.
you did.
Well, first of all,
Yes.
the beard is everything.
Oh my God, thank you.
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. Okay, I tell you, let's go on and get that out the way. We've had a couple bearded men shows. You might have to come back through for one of those. But anyway, I always like to mention how I met someone. This is the first time we've officially met. We've been communicating via social media and internet, so it's great to have you live in studio with us.
Indeed. Thank you. It's good to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you
So
so
tell our audience a little bit about who you are and what you do.
All right. So who am I? I am Love First. I'm an actor, model, singer, and songwriter. And I'm excited to be working with my new family, Rights to Unite. I just signed a management deal with them, so
Oh,
I'm excited
well,
about that.
congratulations. It's always good to have a good, strong team around you. I think I met one of your team members earlier.
Oh, yeah. Miss Cookie to do it.
Yes. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
The team that's with you makes all the difference in the
Absolutely.
world in terms of your movement and your moving forward. So tell us, how did you get into entertainment?
Interesting story. I'll shrink it because it's long and drawn out. But basically, I taught myself to sing. That was my journey. I grew up around a bunch of singers, right? It looked like a fun thing to do. So I went on my own journey, and part of that was put myself in embarrassing situations, right? Yeah, until I figured it out. So when I figured it out, then it was about building my imagination to put me, on stage in the environment to, do it professionally, do it as a career.
Do you love what you do?
Oh, God, I'm so in love.
I love that.
I am so in love.
So you get to get up every day and do what you. I always tell people to do what you love, and then people happen to pay you for doing stuff that you would have done anyway, but you need to pay your bills, so you got to collect the cash.
Absolutely.
So tell me what you love most about the arenas you're walking in right now.
I love being able to tell stories, you know what I'm saying? And we put a lot of emphasis on like the doing of things, but I tend to put a lot of emphasis on the being. You're right. From this place I live, unconditional love, right? I be that and do everything from that place. So, but that's what I enjoy the most about the arena. It provides me with a platform to demonstrate unconditional love through art.
I love that. I always say love is an action word, that people know you love them because of your actions towards them, how you are, how you show up in their lives, how you are in that space. So when you see your audience receiving that love, receiving that message, how does that feel?
Like a baby being born. It's an amazing feeling. You know what I mean? Like for people to embrace, you and what you have to offer. It's immeasurable, and it's the gift that keeps on giving, So for me, I take it out in stride. I don't let it get to my head. I let it blow my heart out.
I love that. Oh my goodness, I love that. That plus the beard. I'm sorry, Wanda. I'm just about done over here. So tell us, I guess, what you're working on right now that you're really excited about.
Oh my goodness! All right, so I'm in the studio out in Jonesboro, Griff Fit. I think I'm saying that right. I'm working with three amazing producers. What is it? Ron Simmons, Simpson. Thank you so much, Ron Simpson, Tony Williams, and SG May. And we're actually working on some music that hopefully we'll be releasing before the end of the year. You know.
Before the end of the year,
Yeah,
so we
might get to
talking a release party?
Oh,
We
most
talking?
definitely. Listening
Oh, I
party.
see. Look, Michelle is
Yeah,
nodding her
yeah.
head like something we
Yeah.
want to go to.
Yeah,
Like you
definitely.
looking for a venue. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. We're definitely making moves to, you know what I'm saying, let the public know what we got going on.
So for you, in terms of the type of music that you're pushing out, what is your goal in terms of your audience and how they will be affected by what you're doing?
Whew, that's big. Inspired by my mother, my music, my message, my voice is to empower women, and to just uplift them. You know what I mean? Like that's what my music is about. It talks about, love. It talks about how she is a queen because that's just what it is when you do some study around the idea. But yeah, that's what the message is. That's what my music is about. It's filled with love, even in the heartbreak, right? There's so much to learn there. You know what I mean? So to embrace it and allow yourself to pay attention to what's going on in that heartbreak, rather than closing your eyes and just wishing it away. So then you grow a little wiser, a little stronger for the next situation moving forward. But that's the message. It's empowerment.
I love that because my background is women's empowerment. That's the foundation for everything that I do, and so many of our women have been so hurt that to be able to love them back, love them back to that space where they fully see themselves again, right?
Yes.
It's special.
It's big. I mean, it's healing. It's you know what I'm saying, the position of, right, just this idea it's okay to disrespect, right? That then kind of start to go away when you got something to compare it to. You know what I mean? And that's what I want my message to be. That's what I represent as a person. It's, just showing up as love and allowing love to be what it is, the characteristics, right? And just allowing it to be what it is and allowing people to feed off of that.
Well, I think about, as you say, like I said, in other music or just in our, now I don't say necessarily our community, just in general, right now there is this acceptance of negativity towards women, and not only verbally but physically as well. How can, and I'll ask you from a man's perspective, and I probably would normally ask this on our men's show. We have a men's show that we do with 4 other male co-hosts, but from a man's perspective, how do you begin to be that change in other men's lives so that they speak and treat our women better?
I start with me, right? I'm always checking in with me and checking out, does my characteristics line up with the characteristics of love, right?
Yes.
So I think from that place, what I've noticed, you know what I'm saying, and I address women as queens and I address guys as kings. And I live that space. I know that means something to me. I'm not just saying something because it's cute, right?
Yes.
That has weight. It has characteristics that goes into what that looked like for me.
Yes.
Right? Because I'm representing the kingship. So I found it's more effective when you walk and speak and talk and people see your actions line up. You know what I'm saying? It's more persuasive than anything I ever say. You know what I mean? Like when you see how I'm responding to a queen, or you see how I'm responding to a king. And then too, past that, you see how I'm responding to a situation.
Yes.
I think that speaks volumes to, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody want to be frustrated. Nobody want to be angry. We just, you know what I'm saying? We there, and then it's promoted that it's okay. So, but the moments we then, you know what I'm saying, see other images, like the queen that was just sitting in the seat. You know, the moment we're exposed to a lot, but it's consistency is everything, right?
Yes,
it's
I
not
agree.
like I'm this way today and tomorrow I'm somebody else.
Yes.
No, it's consistency, and I think with consistency and walking and talking and speaking and carrying yourself, as a queen if you're a woman, and as a king if you're a man. Just being willing to take on the characteristics of love allows then a new nation to be born.
I agree. I love that. And when I think about it, it's not just the people who get to see you move that way, but it's the people that you encounter, because now they're being, and they're interacting with someone in a different way. And so it kind of stiffens your spine, right? When someone, even though you may have been acting a certain way, and you walk in and you say, "Hello, Queen," you're kind of like, "Oh, hold up. Let me, let me sit up at the table," right, Wanda? So it's everybody, not just the people who see you, but the people who encounter you that are impacted by that, and I love it. After talking to you now, I understand even more some of the things that I saw in your bio that you're passionate about. You mentioned 2 nonprofits that are really special to you. Can you talk to us about those?
Yes, Angels of Light. Oh my God. This nonprofit is just they target single parents, but they don't turn anybody away. And I just enjoy, like, when the heart is in the right place. It's not just for show. It's not a mask, right? But when the heart is in the right place, then when people call in and in need of your service, it's not, man, my schedule is too, whatever it is. If they're in need and I'm going to the gym just to get a workout, you feel me? Like, priority is their need, right?
Yes.
And Angels of Light, they prioritize, their agenda around the service that they give. And I see it firsthand, and it's a thrill to be, somebody that participates in the organization.
That's awesome. So you mentioned Angels of Light and Reach Incorporated.
Now, I grew up in this organization, and they do some really amazing things. My mom was one of the people that helped get that organization started. They started from nothing and built it to a multi-million-dollar operation.
That's
so
awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool stuff. And the thing that I really like about that is along the way, right? Because it's a journey, right? You don't go to sleep and wake up and the vision is in front of you. It's many different distractions, because real life is happening, And so they never allowed any distractions to deter them from the vision. And so what that showed me is the power of focus.
Yeah.
As real life is happening, like, if you're willing, to focus on a thing, you can definitely manifest it. You just have to stick with it.
Absolutely. One of the things that I encourage people in my circle, people that I coach, is to find somewhere to give back. Find a place to serve. Find someone else to pour into. And just from listening to you and reading the notes about you, I know that it's something that's important to you. What would you tell our audience, in terms of living a life that's giving back or service? How does that impact even yourself? Because you set out to serve others, but really ends up being a bigger impact here.
Yeah, it's because serving is a selfish thing once you understand it, right? It's so you get the feeling behind serving someone is so gratifying. It's really bigger than any word can describe the feeling, right? And so it's selfish in the sense of, right, it just feel good to me, to serve you. What do you need? Can I get anything for you? That feels good to me, because what I've learned, I practice, I want to say, the art of the oneness, right? So that means when I look into your eyes, I see me. So when I'm serving you, I'm really serving myself. So if I learn how to serve me first, genuinely, unconditionally, learn how to speak life into me, it's an easy thing when I come into contact with you to do the same thing. It's genuine, and it's unconditional. And that's, if I could leave, your audience with anything, it would just be to understand how to love yourself unconditionally, so you could be in a better position to serve others.
Absolutely. As you're speaking, I was thinking about something that happened at our church when my son was really little. I'll never forget this. They took a Sunday, and during children's church, they washed the children's feet. He's 23 years old, and he will tell you that's something that he said, for these adults, and I'm trying to cry, he said to get on their knees. He said, and to wash our feet. And I remember when he came, we got in the car that day, he looked at me, all he said was, "Mama, they washed our feet." that act of love, right?
Yes,
That act of
yes, yes.
service. There were kids there who will probably, their lives were changed forever because they felt what? I'm loved.
That's
I'm
right.
special enough that
Yes.
someone would wash my feet. And I don't think people fully grasp how powerful that exchange is with someone when you really show
Yes.
love to someone.
God, yes. It's big. It's life changing.
It is.
It really, truly is.
Well, I know we didn't prepare for you to sing anything. Management, can he sing? Can he just give a little acapella something? I think you should. I don't think we can leave this space today. What you think, Wanda? All right, so you want to sing a little something
Yeah,
for
this
us?
is a sneak peek of one of the records we're going to release before Christmas, right? It's titled "That Girl." So I give you the first verse and the hook.
Okay,
That's
sounds
great.
good. Sounds
Okay.
good.
So just tell me when you're
Oh, we ready.
Okay.
We ready.
All right. So it sounds something like this. It's like, I love watching her walk to and fro, back and forth to me. She knows how to do me. She knows how to treat a man. Take a stand as a woman. She's not a movie star. She looks like one. She's not a top model, but she walks like one. She don't wear red bottoms, cause she needs them. Check it. She don't need Louis, don't need Gucci. Girl knows that I like her style, and I'm feeling her vibes. She is that girl. She knows that she's that girl. She is that girl. She's the only one.
Oh my God! I love that. So when he sings to you like that, let's back up. So y'all gotta say it one. Say, dude, he got that beard like that, and he loved like that, and then he sing like that. Oh, the second one. All right, so there's a request in the audience for the second one.
Oh, okay. So we'll do the same setup.
Okay.
Verse.
All right.
All right. So now this song is "Why Did You Lie?" Right?
Okay.
And I just want to say, because she didn't have to lie, right? Because I loved her unconditionally. So this is what the song.
We won't lie again. I
Oh.
promise.
All right. So it sounds something like this. It's like, why do you say that you love only me? Nobody else could come in between you and me. Why do it seem I can never get your attention? Why do it seem somebody else have your attention? Oh baby, you didn't have to lie to me, you know why. Baby, you already lied to me, and that's why I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Baby, I'm gone. Why did you lie? Oh baby, why did you lie? You didn't have to lie. You didn't have to lie. Now I'm saying goodbye.
Wow. This is real music, right? Because we've had this ongoing dialogue, especially on the men's show, about the changing face of our music. And so many of us, especially those of us who grew up in the 90s, wanting the real music back. And that's what you are, is real music. I'm such a fan already. Any other fans? Yes. Well, please tell our audience where they can get your music, where they can follow you, so we can make sure we stay in the loop, so when this listening part and everything happens, we can be in the building.
All right, so here it is. I'm with my new family. We're now launching everything forward, and it's Chase Marquise. That's ChaseMarquise. EYZZ. I'm gonna get it together. That's Marcus Marquez, and that's social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Chase Marquise in the building.
Cha cha.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna bring Miss Wanda back, and we're gonna all close out the show together.
Beautiful.
Sound good?
Sounds.
All right. You're live with Regina Sunshine here on the Regina Sunshine Show. Where? Regina Sunshine Global Network. All right, you guys, you're back live on the air with Regina Sunshine on the Regina Sunshine Show, and I'm so full. This has been such a great show. It's always good to meet amazing people and to see divine connections happen in this building because, you know, I've said from the beginning, one of the reasons God gave me this show, the Regina Sunshine Show, was to create a space where people can meet. And I always say, if you're in the building on a particular show day, it's because there's somebody there you were supposed to meet. There is somebody you're supposed to connect with so you can go out and do even greater work together. But I like to end the show giving my guests an opportunity to encourage the audience. And it's a question I've asked many times. And my question for the two of you is this, in hopes that, you know, you can give our audience something tangible they can use today. When you talk about living your dreams, pursuing your passions, operating in that space where you know this is what I was created to do, I'm living on purpose. Some people are struggling getting into that space. If it's challenges they're facing financially, family, just they don't believe in themselves, mindset, whatever. What are some tools or tips or something even that you use in your everyday life, if it's meditation, if it's a book you read, or something that keeps you empowered to operate in that space? What can you share with them? And we'll start with you, Chase.
So here we go. I think for me personally, what works for me is talking life to myself while looking at myself in the mirror, directly into my eyes. Speaking love, speaking healing, wellness, abundance. And to, like the Queen said in her segment, you know, it's helpful to do it first thing in the morning or whenever you wake up. Because that's when, you know what I'm saying, you're fresh and, you know what I'm saying, nothing has occurred, you know, in terms of your day. So if you could, you know, just start looking yourself in the mirror, you know what I'm saying, digging deep and applying. I really would suggest you truly research and understand what unconditional love is and learn how to apply it to all the situations and to the journey of your own life. And then from that place, you'll be able to extend that to others. But that's what
I love it. You know, we love it.
Yeah, that is.
Wanda.
Because that's where it starts with self. So my suggestion is pretty much the same. You know, setting intentions. You ask a very specific question, and that is how to find, you know, realize that you can live on purpose and finding that thing that drives you. And for the suggestion I would say is to think back to when you were a kid. Most of the things are given to us when we get here. It's in our DNA. They get blocked because of these situations and these challenges that rub up against. But if you can start to try to go back to that child within you, you'll find out what you're inspired to do. You know, I always knew that I wanted to be in communications. You know, I always knew that I was going to be this instrument to bridge people together, because that's what I did as a kid. So, you know, I would say to anybody, just tap into that inner child. And if you need to heal that inner child, then heal it. But that's where the secrets are.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Believe
Well, I thank you guys so much, because like I said, I know people are listening, and sometimes it helps them to know that we're all actively working on a daily basis. We don't just hop up and run out the house and it's like this, right? No, we work on this. So thank you guys for being open and sharing that. To our audience, I leave you with the words I always leave you with. Remember this: God loves you just the way you are. You are beautiful because you were created in love. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. You have the seeds of greatness within you. You were born to live a victorious life. You are brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous. You are worthy of the best things in life. Make sure you tune in again next week, same time. I forgot my sponsors at the beginning of the show. Shout out to Bold Favor Magazine, Leading Through Living. Thank you, Lanita Mitchell Blackwell, for always supporting everything I do. I also want to shout out Strut Fitness Wear. She is actually sponsoring our Sunflowers in Motion dance show, but she gave us all clothes to wear, so I'll have my strut gear on next week. So shout out to Lynn Toy with Strut Fitness. And again, join us here Saturday, same space, 4040 Chapel Hill Road, Sweet Tea in Douglasville, Georgia, for the 2018 Curvy and Confident Awards and our 4th annual Awesome Girl Awards. We got 6 amazing little girls that we're going to put on that stage and celebrate and bring life. And we got some surprises at the end, too. I can't tell it all. You just got to be here in the building to see what's going to happen this Saturday. But thank you so much for tuning in. I leave you with my personal motto. I always say it's not over till I win. If I hadn't won yet, that just means it's not over. So I tell you today, it's not over till you win. If you hadn't won yet, baby, that just means it's not over. Be blessed, keep winning, and we're out.